Yeah.
The best
And we're gonna save it forever, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be on
exactly.
here.
For the books.
This was like a summer. This was like, I think I didn't have my first kiss till like after my first year of college. So I have every summer from like when I was a teenager, I got a job at my church for their day camp. And day camp is basically like daycare, but like a camp theme. It's not like, I wasn't like in the woods, with all those other teenagers. It was just like
It was like VBS.
VBS. But the thing is, no one might not know what that is either. So
Vacation
I don't
Bible
know.
Stranger
School.
Things during the day.
yeah, basically it was like, think of a camp, but like at a location. Like it wasn't like, but like in
Isn't
like
that
a
how all
city,
camps are?
As opposed to all those limbo camps
Exactly. Yeah.
in a white void.
Anyway, I was in charge of this thing, and this other girl who went to my church,
Find someone in 15 seconds.
this other girl who was at my church,
Okay, I need to go back to
developed a crush on me, and I had gone to a Christian school my whole life, so like most of my friends were pretty like wholesome, like not really crazy. But this girl, despite going to my church, went to a public school, and so she was like a cheerleader. There's nothing inherently sinful, but like she had like she had gone to like parties before. She was. I'm dead. I have 3 seconds. I'm dead. Oh no.
Was that what you said?
Fox just stole my kill.
I like
That's what he said,
Oh
yeah.
fuck.
So what happened?
Okay. So she got a crush on me, and it was weird because like I had known her, we weren't like that close of friends, but I knew that like I wasn't the typical type, I'm not. She was a cheerleader. She had dated like athletic guys or like cooler guys, and like the nerdy guy at her church who like loved Star Wars and wore like a bad suit, a bad black suit with like a like those H&M blue
You're
saturated
just a skater
shirts.
boy.
Yeah.
See you later.
Except I wasn't. Yeah, but she developed a crush on me, and we got really close. And I had never had my first kiss yet, so I didn't really know how to act with the girl. I was just, it was a lot of like texting, but not really a lot of, like it didn't really go anywhere. I had no idea, but like how to physically like put your arm around her. I don't know. But unbeknownst to her, I was texting a girl from Tumblr.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because I had a slightly popular Tumblr,
Tumblr, baby.
a Tumblr where I was people who are well on Tumblr would know what it's like to like talk to random people and like develop crushes or whatever. So I was talking to this Tumblr girl, like a semi-online relationship kind of thing. But so I was talking to 2 girls, and it was crazy. I had no idea what I was doing. I was
And then the big prom was coming up, and you asked both of them.
yeah.
2 girls, 1
So one day I was cleaning up like a classroom for the day camp with the church girl, and it was just us in the room, and we got kind of close, and then she said, "Hey, you can kiss me if you want to," and I'm like, "Oh man," like.
And you were like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah. So
Did
I
you
was
develop
like,
a kiss on her?
yeah, we developed a kiss. No, we like kissed, and I had no idea. Like, I'm pretty sure my eyes were open like the whole time, like
Eyes wide shut.
just to take it all in, like it's the
fucking
first
butterfly
kiss, dude.
kisses,
You
man.
gotta do it. And we made out for a little bit, and then the camp counselor, like the head of the camp, came in and saw us, and it was a rule like no fraternization at camp because. It's like a Christian camp thing. Also, they don't want dating or drama or whatever. And so she was super mad. I had to lie that my parents were getting divorced, and this girl was comforting me. My parents did split up, but I had to lie. Like the lying part
As
was
one does.
that like it was affecting me. Like I'm like, oh, I was so sad. Like it wasn't whatever. Like I wanted to, because I don't want to get fired. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have fired us anyway. But just trying to.
you do for women.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't go with the "my parents are dead" thing, because no one wants to date a filthy orphan.
That's exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
And then how uncomfortable would that be when you gotta meet the parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, meet the Fockers.
God damn it. I saw a dude and I exploded immediately.
Oh, by the way, Spencer, did you do a Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me reference when you shot the TV?
No, that was just I like to shoot things that are destructible. That could have been an
just checking.
Elvis,
So let me-
Elvis watching Robert Goulet reference.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll go with that.
So-
That's canon.
Yeah.
After that whole thing,
Oops.
like immediately after after we like finished with the head of the camp, I started crying. I just started bawling my eyes because I felt like I had cheated on the Tumblr girl. I felt like I was like a terrible
You did.
person. But also, my whole Tumblr was based on being like a gentleman, and like I felt like I had like more. I had compromised my morals, right? Like I felt like such an asshole, and the girl I kissed from church was like, "Why the fuck is this guy crying?" And I told her what happened, and so
You don't cry after you kiss, as most people do.
Every time.
Every during
and so
Or- and
I
after.
told her that I had talked to this Tumblr girl, and so she thought I was like cheating on something. Like instead, I had a girlfriend, and so she stopped talking to me. I'm pretty sure our relationship, like our friendship, ever since then, had never recovered. Because I mean, we all went to college, and I barely saw her anymore. And then I told the Tumblr girl, and so she kind of ended things, even though we kind of were friends. And then she cheated on me, and then I found out that she was catfishing me.
What?
So that was your longest reel.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
I say catfishing me because here's what I'm like. It wasn't like I went over there and she, like someone else came out. It was like I was on a trip. I was texting her because like I'm a good boy for our Tumblr relationship with this girl, and I was on Tumblr and I saw that she had like reblogged another dude's selfie, and like the tag was like babe, and I was like, hey, who's that? She goes, oh yeah, we're done.
Oh.
Christ.
Now the question: did God
And-
ever forgive you?
Yeah. Well,
he did not.
here's I mean, hey, this still the story gets worse.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Okay,
I hate
and
to say I'm glad
so
it gets worse, but I'm very glad it
Oh, I got
Yeah.
smoked.
so for a couple of months she was like, hey, I can't pay my phone bill, and I want to
no.
keep texting
Simp.
you.
Oh,
So
Simp, simp, simp,
yeah,
simp,
I'm a simp. No, dude, seriously, I'm a fucking simp because I was like, what, 17? I would like give her like $5 or $10 or whatever. I would mail it to her. And
Wait,
here's-
you would mail it?
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing.
Did you
Because
get tips?
she said that it has to be mailed because like I mean like I didn't have a credit card. I couldn't do PayPal information back then, right? But here's the other thing. She said that she lived in like Wisconsin. Okay.
Oh.
all the way.
She-
Going.
Her
Hometown
name was Claire. Her name on Tumblr was named Claire, and whenever she would send me a picture of herself, like like oh hey, like what's up, like or what are you doing, like she'll send me a selfie. It looked kind of like predetermined, like it didn't look like in the
Like it was
moment
meant
type
for
of
you.
selfie. It wasn't like that kind of thing. It wasn't like this is the days before Snapchat, you know. And so I'm thinking back on this now, and like the address I sent it to, it was a different name, and it was a Los Angeles. It was a Los Angeles.
You simp so
thing.
hard.
I was gonna say I know
that you don't even
There are
see
like 5 people
addresses
here.
and names.
It was so bad. Like I'm like, looking back, I'm like, wait a minute. Like her excuse was like, oh, you're sending it to my aunt because like my parents are like doing something crazy, and my aunt pays my phone bill, and she'll know what it's for.
That's
Because
bizarre.
yeah, and again, as like a
That's such a convoluted story, man.
yeah, as a 16-year-old guy who had never, well, who until very recently at the time had his first kiss.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna explode. I can't find the guy. To...
simp
pretty
extraordinaire,
cool.
dude. Yeah,
Oh my god, that's gonna.
I think you shaved off a couple.
What are
viewers
the
with
rules
story.
of Twitch?
yeah.
What are the rules of Twitch?
What are the no rules, baby?
Yeah, like
No
what
rules,
am I allowed
just
to
right.
say?
Ah,
Like,
damn.
That's gonna get us banned.
Nothing. I don't think they care
Nope.
about us.
I have
don't
also,
think
by the
no
way,
Twitch cops are watching the streams.
I just want to make sure.
I have
that
also
don't-
tried to look up both names on like Facebook just to see if I could find like what they looked like,
Yeah.
or who they were, but alas, yeah.
Man,
Maybe
alas.
that address was fake too. I don't
Maybe
know.
You're
you-
just hunting for your Tumblr.
Maybe
You were
Your
just
name
so
was
she just had you
real,
send
yeah.
$5-10 to a random address.
I mean, what would be the point? Like, just the, like she never. Okay, she never did anything. Like she never like
No feed pics?
broadcasted like, hey, look, I just like owned this guy, you know. Like I never got like.
It would have been
publicly-
all over the news by now.
I know.
Yeah.